are embedded and driven by artificial intelligence. Even still, it's no secret to anyone that Kashmir is one of the most highly militarized and occupied countries in the world. But I would like to contemplate what actually defines occupation in the definitive. We've obviously got the three parameters. So we've got control, domination, subjugation. But in my perception, the larger picture of occupation is much larger than that. It's much bigger. So we have deprivation of agricultural development, harvesting and growth, created obstructions to key necessities such as education, medical facilities, lack of law enforcement, free of corruption. You know, these are the things that enrich a civilization, a nation, and as Kashmiris, we have been deprived of that. And then we have challenge number 2. And this is a very dark process, which is being empowered, and metaphorically, if I speak in technical terms again, we've got these 2 powerful fiber optics feeding this dark process, and it's increasing at a level of great presage, and it's alarming. And them being occupation and imperialism. And it's breaking the backbone of humanity and what it actually stands for. So one may argue with a Kashmiri or a Kashmiri activist that why are you even bothering? Well, what are you going to achieve on this road of attaining freedom and emancipation? Look at what happened to the Palestinians. You are on the bridge of almost 8 decades of occupation. It's a perfectly valid question. But my answer as a Kashmiri, as an activist would be, well, what chance did Shaheed Maqbool Bhat have? What chance did he have? Did he ever contemplate with himself that I am dreaming of the impossible? Is there a point? Evidently there was, and there is. Because as a result, the personality is no longer with us, but the legacy, the ideology, the enriched answers to attaining that freedom are with us. And this is great milestone in the history of Kashmiris. Some historical contextualization on his ideology is available. We have the Kashmir dispute, a legal way forward, and we have Bharat in India. What these do, they sort of break down the ideology in layman's terms. So, for example, the Kashmir dispute primarily focuses on how the sovereign government of Azad Kashmir is an entitled complainant at the United Nations, but because we are not exercising this authority, we are actually creating a self-inflicted obstruction in the way of freedom. There was work that was initiated and established by the Kashmiri Workers Association, and it was established by Barrister Qurban, again a personality who's no longer with us. But some work has been initiated on this ideology by the Kashmiri Solidarity Campaign. And we, as British Kashmiris, as activists, are willing to negotiate, we are willing to debate on any platform. We are okay with ingratiations to take place, but what we're not okay with is seeking and requesting approvals. Approvals for what? For what is democratically, nationally, legally, intrinsically our birthright to emancipation, freedom, and self-determination. No, we are not requesting that. We are demanding and we are pledging for the British government to take heed, to analyse their records, to go over things again. And like I said, we are willing to shed light, we are willing to negotiate. We are willing to shed light on the declaration that was passed on the 4th of October 1947. But again, we are not seeking approvals. We demand for what is rightfully as Azadi milsi, na milsi, e aur gali. Azadi ni jo dejeg ni chhodni hai. Even if it takes us 8 more decades for the ideology to be implemented and for freedom to come our way, we demand for what is rightfully our birthright. Azadi, Azadi, Azadi. Thank you.